Okay, so this is the number 8 versus the number 4 seed. The number 4 seed, Bad Lads. You see the records there. They're pretty much reversed. NABAC 1-3, Bad Lads 3-1. As they're looking to gain some momentum. Going into the playoffs. Redneck, we're here. Something happened with Professor. I pinged him. Like, you haven't heard from him, or he might be delayed a little bit. Oh, he lost connection. Okay. Okay. Well, please keep me posted either here or in the Discord, and was just playing with him. Okay. Is he still on Discord on his phone by chance? But we'll see here. I believe so. His internet crashed. Okay. Awesome Ender. What up, my guy? Appreciate you stopping by. We're just going to kick off this last match of the night. Having technical difficulties with the captain for Bad Lads. Streams are going well. I just had a Roadkill team get a 3-0 sweep in a 2s match for Tier 3. And then, yeah, like I said, just winding down with this one. As far as personally, days okay. I have tomorrow off. It's been snowing today. It might snow all night. We will be there. Sorry, NABAC, for the delay. Should be fine if you're in touch with the captain. Then I would try to reach out to him. Perfect snowboarding weather. It's supposed to snow all weekend. Oh, I forgot you're up here, man. Redneck, I forgot you're up in Linwood. No problem. Oh, Dams is here. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, Dams, appreciate your patience. Yeah, technically we have to wait the 10 minutes anyway, so we're chilling. I believe Walker and I will be in Tier 4 next circuit. Yeah. If you guys didn't end up in Tier 4, I would have had to talk to IGL about it. Be like, yo, you have the League of Villains. They're trying to hide out in Tier 5, but those boys can ball. Don't let them. Don't let them do it to Tier 5, another circuit. But, yeah, you even if you weren't at the rank right now, you guys would still have a lot of time to rank up. But you guys are good, man. I think you're just the eye test. You're ready for Tier 4 for sure. Not even including all the improvements you guys can make from here to there. I was Plat 1 at the beginning of this circuit. Nice, man. Nice. That's good. There's players like that. They do exist. Let me check my... Okay, yeah, they do exist. I'm not one of them, unfortunately. I had to grind every rank that I got pretty much. I never made any big leaps. Now you're halfway to D3. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I like watching you guys play. Hopefully I could get one of your playoff matches. But we'll see here. We are ready to go. Clear to join. I hear some like thunder or something where I'm at. Hopefully it doesn't... Nothing funny happens over here. Hyper says, I'm the same. Yeah, Hyper, you make some jumps too, man. We've done a ton of improving since you last saw us. Awesome. Pyro's gonna root for the underdog. And here we are, Boonies up touch from Dems, puts it the other way. The unsung redneck coming around, swinging around. He could shoot, and double touches. What a play by that redneck.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡No!
Way to assert yourself. A little late to the field, but once you get on their ass and you don't let up. What a play, unsung redneck. Going, he's got the Fennec. Pass to his captain, Professors. Touch there, redneck. He's feeling himself. He may want to get off of it. As El Jefe comes out of the corner. Crossing midfield, he comes up. 50 there, up in the air, in the boonies. Trying to get it in the net, but C-Dems is back, captain for NABAC. And if anyone's in the chat and it means something else, or I'm supposed to say the acronym, you let me know, please.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Bunch of demos to go around. Everyone get a piece. Redneck coming up there, looking fast. C-Dems, no touch there. Redneck looking to pop off early. His heart is in the right place. As El Jefe ties it up here. Good shot, gets the 100.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
And paddles it into the net. Just going bins off the right post. And we are tied 1-1. Netherlands always battle, attack, and chat. That is not what that means. Someone corroborate Pyro's claim here, please. Yeah, totally is. Awesome, Andy's getting some goal hype. And perhaps we have two people going for the underdogs. I don't know if Sean is still here. He's always going for orange. And Awesome Ender believes Pyro. Touch there, puts it out. Professor midfield, no touch for him. Unsung redneck left back, and El Jefe trying for another paddle shot there, but does not make contact. Orange is better team on paper, silly. Professor up. No touch, gets the bump as Boonies tries to finish it up from the air. Missed touch there. Redneck sends it on. Gonna test the defense. Maybe a double touch. Read it wrong off the wall. Double commit there. Bonatelli in the goal by himself. Bit of a fake. Goes low just enough to scrape into the ball. Good play there as we're locked at 1-1. Nice shot from Redneck. My wife might come in the room and ask why I'm yelling the word redneck over and over again. Boonies goes in, beats two defenders there, but it seems like at this moment the Bad Lads are just missing that second touch, that rebound shot, if you will, because they've had a few players set up a handful of scoring situations. And here comes another one here, but Boonies goes wide as it rolls up the post. And here he comes. Unsung Redneck came from what looked like midfield to get this one to go. Bonatelli smacks up against the post.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
And the Redneck is able to finish it, and that is exactly the play I was talking about. Good work there by the lads. And Jefe responds immediately, so this is the Redneck and Jefe show. This one off the kickoff, back to himself, angles it wonderfully.
That was legitness.
And we are tied again, 2-2. Never answer back after class. Well, maybe not after class. You probably somewhere in class. Boonies trying to corral it back into the blue end, trying to get the wall pinch. Doesn't land for him. as Bonatelli touches there. Cdems touches. Odd touch by Bonatelli. He's back on it. Going to take his time. Lets it off his car. Beats one of his defenders. And Boonies was thinking about goal number 3 there, as we are under 50 seconds now with Cdems on offense. Goes back to Bonatelli. Redneck touches again. Sliding around, beating. No one really with a clear-cut advantage here. And here comes El Jefe. Cdems overruns him. Perhaps wisely so, as Jefe ran out of boost. Another demo out there. And we may get overtime here in game 1. Nice touch. Cdems puts it out the other way. Touches around the corner, rolls up the wall. Down to the turf, and we will get overtime. Pyro wants to know if Hyper... he's been lurking a lot. I think he's grinding ranked right now. Touch here. Cdems puts it out all the way to the other side. Boonies needed a play, makes it there, gets 100 from the corner, and puts it out to midfield. Nice sequence there for him, and he can shoot here. Nothing will happen. I will say, fuck. I'm here. Yeah, either I'm getting shot at or I have some thunder going on outside. But here we are. We are coming up to the minute mark of an overtime. It's been a while on this stream. Redneck sends it back down. And there's Redneck with the slice. 2-3 on a nice angle. Professor touches. Off the wall, Redneck.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Redneck is going to throw himself a dance party in the blue net with the overtime win in game 1. It is a best of 5, so they are 2 away from dancing into the playoffs with the 4-1 record somehow in week 6. We can talk about that later. But Redneck, hat trick, 608, 0 assists, 0 saves. Don't ask for much else. 9 shots from the lads as we'll roll into game 2 here. And NABAC, you know, just look at them real quick. It didn't appear that they spent a ton of time on offense. They were very efficient with the plays and touches that they got. However, again, they were not able to retain possession for a while. Spent most of the time on defense. Didn't get a look at their saves in game 1, but Professor is going to make sure they don't collect a save here as he rumbles through the defense, tucks it right into the blue net. 1-0 Bad Lads. Coming around, Boonies coming up. So far, I've liked the positioning from Boonies. He's definitely has a nose for the ball. He's always trying to muscle his way into the play. And I think he will get a goal or 2 before this is out, even though it has been the Redneck show so far. Obviously, Professor with the lone goal so far in game 2. Communication, Cdems is just lurking in his own net, waiting back. Comes up, gets a 50. Shot, Boonies, and what did I tell you? Good positioning for him. Comes off 50 and right where he needs to be. And again with the huge blast coming out of the blue net. 2-0 Bad Lads. And it may be a night of sweeps here, but I am not even close to riding off NABAC, the underdog here. Cdems, as they just have NABAC has a knack for answering back as C-Dems goes up and gets his own little bullet sent at the orange net as the unsung redneck was there on defense, unable to make the play there. Touch it around. Is that the own goal? I believe it is. It's. Let me see here. Professor gets the touch. Goes around. Jefe doesn't want to touch it. Bonatelli.
Damn it, Bobby.
Maybe looking for a back pass. Maybe he thought he had the angle to roll it outside the post. Any way you slice it, Bad Lads are up 3-1. Now, I will say, probably obvious that the Bad Lads, I'm sorry, the NABAC, as the underdogs, cannot afford those kind of miscues, those kind of plays, as Redneck starting to lay it on thick. Touch there, Bonatelli. Puts it out, Professor. Gets it to go. Good pass there, but what's even more sung about this play, if you will, is Redneck able to recognize that his captain was going to set him up perfectly. We have a fake here on the kickoff. Professor credited with the save, but looks like they'll remain on defense for the time being. But yeah, that fourth goal for Bad Lads, just a lot of trust between these players and this Bad Lads squad, and that will usually translate onto the Rocket League field in the form of points, in the form of wins. But they have at least 2 more games to go here, as we have 3 more minutes left in this one. Gets boomed out to the orange end. Big time waster. Touch it around. And Professor, I think another own goal. Professor has a hat trick with 2 own goals. Let's see the touch here. It was close. We'll just call that a missed save, but it, again, any way you put it, it's 5-1 Bad Lads. The scoreboard does not lie. 2:40 left, and NABAC, they're just gonna have to get out of their own way. Bad Lads are good enough without any of this help, any of these mistakes, as we are strolling now into Brazil territory.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
Boonies with a nice trap there against the wall. Boonies already had his shot and goal in this game. He may be satisfied with that, but again, I like how savvy he is on the field, making the touch when he needs to, staying back when it's required, and just staying out of the way of his teammates and just letting them play, as they both are showing that they have a bit of a hot hand as they get a double commit. Someone was going to score that. This one ends up being the unsung redneck.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Touch here, 2 commit on the kickoff. El Jefe had 2 goals in game 1, and I don't recall calling his name too much here in game 2. As the miscues continue, a lot of traffic out there. Bonatelli gets dunked by the redneck. Professor gonna slow play it, and then Boonies is gonna try to help him out there, but loses possession. Redneck keeps it going, and just look at the game flow from the Bad Lads. 8-1. They don't care too much about the Brazil. You saw the 7-1 score. Good play there. 1:29 left. Come back in, Boonies. on the bit of a losing end of the 50, but his boy Redneck is right there to help out. Bronies with the shot, had a good look at the net. Doesn't fall for him. C-Dems overruns. Touch around there. C-Dems with a slow one. And just slow enough. That looked like a play from Gridiron. And I like it.
That was legitness.
Just gets behind the defense and just goes with a nice controlled dribble to his opposing net. And we are now 2-8, about 50 seconds left. Awesomender says that NABAC seems to do a lot of double committing. Yeah, I have noticed that, and I don't know if you were watching Awesomender, but I'm curious if it was less in game one, where you know they were tit for tat. It went into overtime, so maybe they were a little more comfortable. And now that the game is starting to pull away from them, I wonder if they're kind of feeling the pressure a little bit. Because this, I think for all intents and purposes, this should be their last game of the circuit. Touch it through, nice demo.
Why would you kill him like that?
As Unsung Hero, it gives them one to grow on. 2.95 seconds left. Could be. Some teams seem to crumble under pressure, especially newer teams. Yes, very good point. Obviously this is tier 6. It raises a lot of questions on, how new they are as a team, how familiar they are with each other, how new they are to IGL, how new they are to the game, if I didn't say that already. And yeah, sometimes it does translate that way. Professor 689, 4 goals. When you score 9 goals, there's a lot of love to go around, but Professor and Unsung Redneck were able to get a lot of that love with 4 goals apiece. And crazy efficiency, as we have 9 shots and 9 goals from the Bad Lads. So a little scattered there, but they did it as a team shooting 100%, as we will move into game 3, match point. Professor is good. He has 4 goals on 2 shots. Well, I remember 2 of them were own goals. I think that's the joke you're making. But yeah, like I said, these goals count all the same. A little slow to get back in. I'll hang out and spectate. Touch there, Redneck. Sends it to the other end. Touches. C-Dems in the net. Just like Awesomender and I were alluding to last game, a fair amount of double commits. There goes another one there right outside the net. Bonatelli left alone. He's going to have to address it low on boost. But a ton of double commits from the back, and the key to victory has to start there. It's just, trust the man in front of you, trust the man to the side of you, get going in the comms, and just slow things down and try not to let game 3 get out of hand as game 2 did, and try to pitch something a little more close to what we saw in game 1. Professor trying to slow roll it in. He had 2 own goals work to his benefit, so maybe he was hoping for some more magic there. Patience is so underrated, in my opinion. It is, especially at these lower ranks, and probably even where you play as well. Maybe tier 3 and 2, definitely 2 is where that kind of goes away, and your patience has to be a lot more calculated, to where it's even a fake. Professor dicing through the defense, but he gets bumped by El Jefe, the boss. Touch there, no one ready. Redneck comes up, looking strong in the Fennec.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
A lot of commotion and traffic as Redneck just bulldozes and rumbles into the play. 1-0 Bad Lads, 3:20 left in this one. So it's shaping up to be a win for the Lads, but perhaps not to the tune of 9 goals. And Redneck puts it on. Bonatelli just keeps getting left on the island. He's having a hard time getting caught outside the goal. I meant in terms of you're trusting your teammate to make a play. Okay, yeah, definitely. That's where comms help. That's where practice with your teammate helps a lot. You know, if you play with someone often enough, you'll learn their tendencies. You'll know how they play the game, how they like to shoot, what situations they excel in, and yeah, that's invaluable. Bonatelli again, he's had a hard time here on defense. He's usually the last man back, and now it's 3-0 Bad Lads. Awesome says can't run in the second things go a little south. Exactly. A lot of it's situational and positional. Redneck trying to double off the backboard. No go. And this is an opportunity for NABAC that they may have squandered. You wanted C-Dems to come up to the ball and put a shot, if not right on net, then definitely in the neighborhood, just to, you know, reverse pressure and get full utilization of the counterplay. But that does not drop. Professor coming around. Touch there. Boonies. And Boonies with the shot. And again, I can't say enough about him. He's not going to steal the show on the scoreboard, but he is here for these exact plays.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Again, just doing what is required of his team. And Awesomender's going to enjoy the pass, as I will as well. But again, you have to have someone to pass it to. And Boonies was there just lying in wait, making a nice fast play that was pretty unaddressable by a defender. As C-Dems again with a nice slow roller. 4-1, they're on the board. And I like the battle from the back here. Thatcher gets it on. And perhaps the slowness messed up the timing up on the save. But good shot and goal nonetheless. Touching around, going the other way, falling in. Bonatelli with the nice touch there. We've seen him, you know, for lack of a better term, get chewed up outside the net. He's in the right spot, just having a hard time making the proper defensive touches. But that was a good one right there. Professor coming up at the corner. C-Dem sends it to the orange net. Maybe try to double on it. And they power it through. They cut the lead in half, and Bad Lads should not rest on their laurels here. Unsung Redneck goes here, double commit, and El Jefe is back on the board. 2-4 here, a minute 19 left, still plenty of time. Angel, appreciate the follow. Appreciate you hanging out, watching the team, watching some Rocket League with us. Awesome Ender says it's always good to see a team continue to fight, and I agree, and I have not. I think that's to be expected in IGL for sure. If there's a lot of teams that throw, it hasn't been apparent to me, or it hasn't happened on my channel. Maybe you'll see a little less urgency, but I've never seen anyone just completely just throw in the towel. And yeah, they're here, they're slugging. Even after the 9-2 performance, they're still in. Nice infield. But Boonies not quite ready for it. There was a nice crease to the goal that even I thought Redneck was going to take the opportunity to traverse. Didn't happen. About 20 seconds left. As my connection is starting to act up here. Touch there, Bonatelli is gonna end it that way. 13 seconds remaining, and that should put this one out of reach. Ill-advised touch there, which I also think was Bonatelli. Off the wall, that goes back into the goal, and that may be it for NABAC. Jax, what up? Always stopping by on the late night tip. And Redneck one to grow on, and he's gonna garner this momentum and just waltz into the playoffs with it.
Like that!
And it is GG's in the chat. Never mind, got done with my twos match a little bit ago. Watched their VOD. So that's it. I'll be talking to the professor on the interview, but it is unsung Redneck. 5 goals, 5 shots, shooting 100% himself, and 8 shots total from the lads. And again, just a high rate of efficiency there as we will get this interview to go. Never mind means nothing much. Okay, because it also means never mind. Or maybe I'm old. But Redneck is in the chat now to give the GGs. Just be a few moments here. As Awesome Ender is going to give his props, game recognized game. And let me call out to Professor. We have a decent amount to talk about here. Professor.
Hey. How's it going?
It is going all right, man. 2 times you guys have been on the channel, and it's 2 wins for you. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, we feel great. Yeah, you must be our good luck charm, I guess.
I appreciate the credit, but I can only do so much. You know, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Both teams line up, and someone has to win, someone has to lose. So I don't, you know, I've disappointed a lot of people in my life. I'll say that.
Yeah, about half the people that listen to the stream probably disappointed.
right. So so let's just sorry. Let's go in order here. Before the match starts, you have issues with your internet. You said that it was like a power outage or something.
Yeah, so we're getting our first bit of snow here for the year, and I guess that was enough to just trip like power for a couple minutes.
Okay.
So that was frantic, and that was right when we were supposed to start.
Right before, and I think you and I may have spoken about it last time you were on the channel, but still no substitute for you guys. And I think it's in those moments where you're like,
Yeah. If it came down to it, we'd probably have to send the other 2 guys just alone in there.
Well, that's against the rules. You'd have to take the forfeit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can see it both ways, but yeah, they wrote it into the rules. I think they just prefer it that way. I guess just for simplicity's sake. But yeah. Even if, like, let's say you guys play a game and you lose power in the middle of the game, so they can finish that one out. But if you're not up and going for the next game of the series, then yeah, it's a forfeit there too. I think it's like 10-15 minutes again. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So yeah, I get nervous for teams that just have the exact amount of players. It hurts my heart to see. But I mean, have you been on the look by chance throughout the season, or would you have anyone in mind maybe?
That's a good question. We have a couple of friends that we will play with, so we might just invite them for the next season.
Yeah, if only just for emergency basis. Like a lot of teams will do that, especially if they're already in the stream watching you. If they already make time for it, it's definitely something worth considering. But however,
yeah, absolutely.
you can add in circuit. They have to be verified like normal. But week 6 is the cutoff. So we're kind of a little close with tomorrow being Friday, but just something to think about. Is this your first IGL season?
This is our first circuit.
Okay. Have you been enjoying it?
We enjoy it. We love it, really. We like the fact that you kind of, you get to play Rocket League, obviously, but it matters more than just that, the one game or that one series. It's like a whole league, and like you have to keep up with the standings and, try to improve, where you're at on the table.
Exactly. Yeah, I was talking to the last captain from my match right before yours, JD Mayo, and he was saying the exact same thing. Him and his teammate. I don't know if they've peaked at tier 3, but they're very comfortable there. They feel like C3 is a ways away, and they feel like they would get tired if they just played ranked, and they appreciate that IGL offers that little extra. Little incentive, and like you said, it's fun. It's a league, it's a series, there's teams, a community, and tons of fun. So I hope you guys will be back. But it's playoffs now. It's playoffs now. How are you guys feeling going into this one after this win?
We feel good. This is a good win to have to kind of finish the season on a couple game winning streak. But we are nervous. I think one of our first games was against the Monstars, who are at the top of the league right now. I think they're undefeated. And so we are kind of keeping an eye out for them, seeing if we, get matched up in later rounds, assuming that we make it.
Okay, definitely. So we talked about power outage. Let's talk a little bit about this unsung redneck. How many goals does he have to score before he's just, sung and celebrated?
Right. Oh my gosh, that game too, especially, one of those. He had 700 points, and Booney and I had 100 each. He was just carrying us the whole time. But no, he's great to play with, and he streams a lot as well. So it's been fun to have him on the squad.
Yeah, we'll see. He's live right now, right?
I believe he is. Yeah.
Okay, I think. What? Am I not following him? What a travesty. I'll get there right now. So yeah, if no one redeems the guide the raid, then we'll definitely raid him and get that going. You guys are the winners. I let the captain do shout outs and plugs, whatever they want to do. So again, if no one redeems that channel points reward, then we'll get it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure he'll love it.
Yeah. So what else do I have? So yeah, maybe a name change. Unsung Redneck, it is a cool name, but you can only have so many 1,000-point games before people start raising their eyebrows.
Right. Yeah, you can't claim you're so unsung anymore.
Right.
When you're the MVP every game.
Right. Because I have 5 minutes of Rocket League to fill up, so I'm gonna sing about something, and it'll probably be the guy scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, but a big team win for you guys as a whole. I mean, you want to say that you and Boonies were carried, and as well as Redneck was doing, I definitely appreciated what you and Boonies were bringing to the table, and I'm sure you guys felt that from your perspective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we played well, and it just happens that sometimes one guy gets a whole bunch of goals, but I think overall we distributed our goals pretty well, evenly across ourselves.
Right, and even for the last time you guys were on the channel, I've seen a definite improvement since then. So it's very exciting for you guys to get hot, get this kind of momentum right before playoffs. It's your first IGL playoff berth, so that's exciting. Obviously everyone gets in, but you guys are one of the higher seeds, so it's pretty.
I
it's
think
pretty
so,
exciting.
especially after this win. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're excited to get into it and see, what this is all about.
Yeah. So, probably the last Rocket League question I have for you. Game 1 was very close, went into overtime. So obviously, I just want to know the difference from your guys' perspective, what you saw in Game 1 versus the rest of the series, where you just opened it up wide and seemingly able to do whatever you pleased.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think game one, I think we are pretty new to the league, and still in those first games we're a little bit nervous. We're trying to feel out the other team.
Yeah.
We managed to squeak out that win early on, but in game two, I think we were just fortunate to have a couple of lucky breaks, a couple own goals.
There's some own goals
early on. Yeah, and then and those we've obviously been on the receiving end of a lot of own goals, and so we know how deflating it can be, and so I have a feeling that that's kind of how it went. Like once you go down 4 goals in the first 2 minutes, it's tough to mentally rebound from that.
Right. Awesome Ender was in the chat and he said Professor has 2 goals. No, he has 4 goals on 2 shots. Impressive. That's what we in the Rocket League world like to call mind control, when you could just control your opponent and make them score for you. And
that's a pretty good percentage of shot to goal ratio.
Angel's hanging out. Appreciate you, Angel. And then Redneck says, game one, I think we just kind of were surveying the team, find their weakness and capitalizing. Well, Professor mentioned, so yeah, there's definitely that, and I see that a lot. I see that very, very often in IGL matches. Everyone uses the series format to their advantage for sure, and they kind of do use the game one as a feeler. But I heard you mention nerves, which is a big thing in IGL, especially stream matches for some people. Do you guys feel that as a whole for at the beginning of every match, or maybe just you, or what are comms like coming in?
Yeah, I think we are a little nervous. Like we, obviously want to have some fun, but the competitive side comes out, and so we kind of get serious and we start thinking too much and that sort of thing early on in those series. But once we get used to it, then it just becomes Rocket League, and we start just kind of chilling.
Right. Redneck says we started feeling bad when we hit 8-2. I don't know. You got to have that killer instinct. I mean, if they're willing to line up in IGL and show up, and it's a week before playoffs, I'd say maybe no mercy, depending on time constraints.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, they really weren't bad.
Right. Exactly.
That score was not truly reflective of their skill levels.
Right.
Game 1 and 3 that they could hang with us.
Agreed. I said I had a last Rocket League question, but I'm a fucking bold-faced liar, I guess. Because you have the one loss. Tell me if you recall who that was to, and what kind of circumstances was that under?
That was the Monstars, who are in first place. They are the undefeated team.
Yes.
So that was our very first game in IGL. It was our first game, of the circuit. And so for that, we were definitely super nervous. I think we got blown out, 5-1 in the first game.
Okay.
And then I had a couple more games in overtime.
Okay.
But we ended up getting swept in that series, but we've sort of kept an eye on that team because they are the other team that is, that looks very good based on who we've played. Like they have sort of all 3 guys.
Right. They're
really skilled.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but they're good. They're good. But this tier in this division seems kind of wide open, for lack of a better term, because you guys beat Wet, the game that I casted.
Mm-hmm.
And I casted Wet against the Monstars, and Monstars won on a reverse sweep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it seems like there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors going on in this division, and I would imagine, I've seen Wet, I haven't seen the Monstars play since, but I can only imagine that everyone has gotten, that much better since then, so it's going to be very interesting playoff to be sure.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. We had a scrimmage with Wet the other day that went really well. We were toe-to-toe.
Right.
And so, yeah, we're not expecting it to be easy once we get to playoffs, but we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Okay, so that was the last one. But I'm sure, I don't know if Redneck got a chance to tell you about the tournament that we're going to be hosting in the off season.
Yeah, I mentioned that briefly. It looks really fun. I think we'll join it.
Nice. That would be great. I would love to have you guys in there. It should be, like you said, a lot of fun. There should be some good competitive teams. Payouts up until 3rd place. So I think it'll be a good way to spend a couple afternoons.
Yeah,
that to
absolutely.
go.
I'm looking forward to it. Are you going to be playing or are you going to be casting?
No, I'll be casting. I'm
Great.
like tier 3, tier 2. So
Okay, nice.
I can't roll around with you guys down there. But yeah, casting. We got a few more casters. We're getting concrete results, or it's concrete details to come out, and then also we'll start sending the flyers out and everything.
That's great. Looking forward to it.
But yeah, good talking to you. Anything else that you have to mention? Let me give a shout out here to Unsung Redneck. We're likely Jax, I see you. I'm definitely gonna hit up the results there on the Discord. But let me give a shout out to that's the wrong command. To Unsung Redneck. We'll probably, again, barring someone redeeming the channel points reward, we're gonna be heading over there. So that's his link. We're about to go show him a lot of love. But you have the floor, Professor. Anything from you?
No, I got nothing else to plug.
Awesome. Well, good talking to you, man. Congrats again. Congrats the rest of the way. Hope I get at least one more of your matches this circuit. And if we don't talk until then, I hope to see you next circuit for spring as well.
Great. All right. We'll see you then.
Thank you. All right, Professor from the Bad Lads. And, how many times can I tease something? We're going to get a raid going. Right on. Thanks, bro. No worries if you forget, though. Oh, yeah. Are you talking Awesome Ender? All right, everyone hanging out. Jax, yeah, I see you. Got to go if you stream tomorrow. I might be on later. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to report scores. I think I'm behind 2 weeks in that. So we'll cut it down now. Appreciate everyone watching. Just a nice short night for me. Definitely appreciate it. And we'll get this raid going on Redneck.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.